Hey, I thought I could do the scary thing today and put my face on camera. Pretty confronting. For me as well, not just you. I have till now been putting the camera out of the window or into a view of a tree or plants of some description and hiding behind that. But why not? It can only help me grow, stretch out of those comfort zones and learn and do something new. So in terms of conversation for tonight, in terms of topic, I thought I might pick one that I know pretty well. Me. Hi, I'm Ray. It's lovely to meet you. I appreciate if you've watched my videos before now. I appreciate if you're watching this video. I appreciate even more if you continue to watch it. I am a wife. I've been married to Ernst, goes by Ernie now, for 34 years in August, and that's been a journey which I may discuss at another time. We have one biological son who is 26, and we have a foster son who is 27. He's a pseudo foster son, and again, another story for another day. So I am in Townsville. How did I come to be in Townsville? Well, it's an interesting story. I'm born and bred Wynnum Bayside girl in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. I moved to Townsville in July 2024 after having spent 50 plus years in Brisbane, and the main reason for our move was that my husband and I were looking to the next stage of our lives. Our boys were ready to move out of home, having stayed with us longer than I could have dreamed, and we, as potential empty nesters, were like, well, what next? Our dream had always been to retire to Townsville. Ernie originally comes from Townsville. He has family up here. So instead of being 65, 70 and thinking about moving to Townsville, the opportunity presented itself. Why not do it now? That opportunity aligned with his mum needing not help, because she's a pretty self-sufficient and dare I say stubborn lady, but just having support and having somebody who is with her, so that if she does need help during the night, we're here. If she does need a lift to a doctor's appointment or what have you, that somebody can go with her and that she can have some company. As many may be aware, the older population spend a lot of time on their own. So for us to have that opportunity to spend her twilight years with her, she's 80 plus. I'm not going to give too much away. It's her number to tell, but she's in her 80s, and whilst she is likely to be around for a little bit yet, for us to spend these twilight years with her and to be able to provide her with some company and some support, everybody wins. So prior to moving to Townsville, we were living in an apartment in Brisbane. And interestingly, about 2 years before we came to the decision to move, I went through a period where I was watching copious numbers of minimalism and decluttering videos. And I'd gone through a process over that 2-year period where I had reduced our possessions, going through decluttering repeatedly over and over again in that time. And we got, not that we were hoarders, I think we had the normal amount of stuff for the average 4-person household in Brisbane, but we culled out and got rid of a lot of stuff, gave away to charity what was good, gave away to family what they could use. We repurposed, rehomed, a whole lot, recycled a whole lot of stuff. And I think it was no accident that I went on that journey, because prior to us moving to Townsville, we looked at the cost of shipping all of our possessions and furniture and everything up here, and it was going to be a significant cost, which would then the possessions would need to go into storage, because we're already staying with Ernie's mum, who has a house full of stuff. She didn't need another household full of stuff, so it would go into storage for a unknown amount of time. And I said to Ernie, I don't know if I like our stuff enough to actually effectively pay for it again. So we went through the exercise of selling off everything except that which would fit in 2 carloads up to Townsville. So that was clothes, cats, computers, people, and an assortment of other bits and bobs that we decided that were worth the space they'd take in the car. I have to shout out to my sister-in-law, who helped me with ratcheting a lot of those possessions to the roof of the car. I don't know if I could have done, actually I don't. I do know that I couldn't have done it without her, and she now has the title of #1 ratchet strapper in the family. DM me if you want her details. So that was an interesting exercise to basically get rid of everything we owned, bar a couple of carloads. And there was things that I sold and gave away that 5 years ago I would not have ever even imagined not keeping. But when it came down to the dream that we wanted to pursue in moving to Townsville, and my desire to do it as economically as we could, it was cathartic to understand that our stuff didn't own us. There was no single possession that didn't get looked at with the question, is it coming or not? The only things that were absolutely coming were Ernie, myself, and our 2 cats. Ernie probably would have fought me on the computer. He loves his computers. But everything else, it had to earn its place. And I'm not expecting or even suggesting that anybody should go through and get rid of all of their possessions. But what I am saying is, in my experience, it was so freeing to know that we weren't owned by anything that we owned. Whilst we valued it, those things that could be sold, they helped fund our trip. There were a number of items that I gave away to Goodwill, to family, to friends. We had enough appliances and things that we were able to share those between our boys, which helped them be set up. They didn't have to go out and purchase some of those items, and we were footloose and fancy free. So maybe not go the full hog and sell everything you own and only take what fits in your car, but I do encourage you to explore minimalism. There's any number of really good content on YouTube. My personal favourites are the Minimal Mum and Gay Bult, B-U-L-T. Shout out to them, love them. But just have a look and see and test. Do your possessions own you, or do you own your possessions? So that's me. Lovely chatting with you. I look forward to chatting with you again. Feel free to reach out if you want to chat about any topics, or just say hi. Take care. Bye.